Greetings, viewers. This is CP666 signing on for a video that's actually going to be about the TI-36X Pro that I recently got, but since I don't think the video of that is going to be long enough to really be worth uploading to YouTube, I've decided that I'm going to throw a couple of other things in before it, and I'm also going to use this as a little bit of a preface to tell you what this video is all really going to be about. I'm not going to be reviewing the product because I haven't really even used it. If I feel it's necessary, this summer, I will make a video review of this, as well as actually the TI-30X2S that I bought, maybe this one as well, and a couple of other calculators just for the overall, just so that I can tell you guys what you should and should not buy, and the pros and cons of each individual unit. I'm not very good at product reviews, which is why I really don't like making them, because, like I said, I'm not very good at them, and everybody seems to, or at least the vocal majority seems to be against my making videos about products where I review them, which wasn't the way I wanted to say that. But anyway, so if you really only want to see me looking at that calculator, there's an annotation that you can click somewhere on the video. Otherwise, let's just get on with all of the other stuff. As you can see, we've got a second D-Link router here. The reason for that is because I've got a second connection going to this thing, which I'll talk about in a second. I'm sure I don't know if you'll have already seen the video about this yet, but if you haven't, this is the Pentium D 820 system that I've upgraded. Kind of. I took the old drives out, and I've got a 6.4 gigabyte quantum drive as the boot drive, and an 80 gigabyte Maxter serial ATA drive as a storage drive, and I'm using it to do video capture, the video capture cards in there, and I might even be using this as the basis for a live stream project over the summer, or maybe not. I don't know if I'll have the time to do it, or if I'll have the willpower to do it. This is technically not right. It's fueled by Sapphire because I took the video card out in order to put the floppy drive in. I could have, in theory, just grabbed a converter and gone ahead and just put it in here. And I might end up doing that, putting the old video card back in. It was a pain to take out. I imagine that it's going to be an even bigger pain to put back in, but oh well. But anyway, it should be fine. I don't know why it would cause any issues. I should have just put the video card back in. Anyway, right now that's not technically correct. I'm just using the onboard video. It's got a second network card in it that I put in there to do some testing and just haven't bothered to take out. And I figure I might as well use it. So I'm probably going to use this. I'm going to lock this router down and do that. It's running embedded POS Ready 2009 because Vista doesn't work, and Windows 7 I highly doubt would work. Just because the TV tuner card I don't think is supported under anything newer than Windows XP. And even though this is newer than XP, it's based on XP, so there you go. And it's still being updated, as you can very clearly see. What else have I got? Where are they? They're right here. I have a couple of cables that I found recently. We have an S-Video cable. We have a second, this is a composite to S-Video adapter. We've got a, looks like an S-Video to component video, or something similar to that, and a second composite cable. So these are all going to be going into my bin of parts here, or my bin of AV stuff, with my microphones and my video switcher, which is probably also going to be used as the basis for the project if I end up getting to it this summer, or it might be used as for the project eventually. Come on, that's now closed. You can see my other converter right there. I still haven't found the tripod mount for my good tripod, but I guess it doesn't really matter. What else? I think that's pretty much it. I have 3 minutes of footage here. Other than that, nothing else has really changed. If you want to see where the iMac G3600 went, I'll show you right now. It's in here. Right there, as you can see. And not going anywhere as far as I'm concerned. I might sell it, I might do something like that, but it'll definitely, if I don't use it for anything, it's going to a new home. I'm not going to destroy it, unless, of course, nobody wants it, and I don't want it. For now, I'll just keep it around. What else? Can I talk about anything else? Oh yeah, this clock. A lot of people have wanted to see new clock videos, so I might as well show you guys these. This is still at about the same level that it was before. So, it doesn't really go through water a whole heck of a lot, and it's still running fine. That is still running fine, of course. You can see it's quite hot in here. After I'm done making this video, I'm going to open up the window. It's also quite late at night, or early in the morning, if you prefer me to say it that way. I need to be in bed. I have to get up tomorrow. But anyway, that one's been working fine, although I recently put new batteries in it. And that one's been working fine as well. I put new batteries in that up there. I pulled out the multicolored clock. I don't know if I'm going to put it back. But I got tired of, once again, replacing the batteries all the time. And even my little hot rodded solution just got annoying after a while, because when those batteries died, you'd have to replace every single one. So, I mean, there you go. And that thing's been doing along fine. I might put this one back, if I get another power supply for it, which I might do, if I can find one. They don't sell them at Walmart, though. The only power supplies they sell at Walmart are free 19-volt laptop power supplies, which are completely useless to me. Or 20-volt laptop supplies, one or the other. Both of which are, again, completely useless. And I think it's now time to get on to the star of the show. And now on to the calculator portion of this video. This is a Casio FX991ES plus C Natural-VPAM two-way power. Ooh, fancy. Although most calculators have that feature anyway, as you can see, so it's not really fancy at all. I'm also going to answer a couple questions in this video that I've received over time. One of them was, what is the difference between the FX991ES Plus and the FX991ES Plus C, which is what this is? Functionality-wise, there is no difference. But this one is a more compact version of the 991ES Plus, which is why they have the C in it. I don't know why that was ever a thing that existed, but it does. So there's that. Actually looks like this has a battery door, which is pretty good. So when the battery dies, I can easily replace it without having to take the whole damn thing apart. But anyway, you can see this is what the general layout is. You've got a shift key, an alpha key, and all of your usual stuff. And unlike a normal calculator, if I can get one here, if this wants to behave, I can get one here. This one's not in great shape. This is my 991MS S-VPAM, which means that it doesn't have the textbook display, which is what this one's called. Just displays things like, and it's not even really a good example, like that. That's what its exponent sign looks like. This is what this thing's exponent sign looks like when I can find it. So as you can see, there is more than just a slight difference there. You can, however, switch this into a normal style display kind of thing like that by going to the line IO mode. You can also set it to display decimals by going under line O, or line output. When you hit second function, math IO, or math input output, and you select 2 instead of 1 for displaying the fractions. 6 divided by 7 in this mode will display 6 over 7, whereas it should, in this mode, display a decimal, and it does. So it didn't decide it was going to prove me a liar. But anyway, that's not even really the point of this video. Obviously not. Somebody recently gave me an FX85ES, and I've also got the FX300ES, which I might show you in another video. If I decide to make video reviews of calculators, I can definitely do that. But somebody had given me an FX85ES, and I know why they gave it to me. For starters, they'd gotten a new one, and second of all, the battery was on its way out. And as I noticed very recently, it had started to display random garbage on the screen, and it started computing things wrong as well. So I had to get a new one. The thing that I bought actually was one of the TI-36X I have no idea what the X2B looks like. I could probably figure that one out, but I got the X2S because that's what they had. I had one of these before, and I remember having one of these before, and it was a very decent calculator. I liked using it. But the one big killer for me now is not the fact that it doesn't have the textbook style display that the one that it was replacing did, but rather that it felt kind of cheaply built. That was the first thing. The second thing was that the way it displayed symbols, especially the multiplication symbol, which as you can see, looks like this on the Casio calculators, as well as a division symbol. It displayed a star for multiplication and a slash for division, which to me just seems kind of lazy, especially considering it's got basically, in fact I think it's got more characters in the upper row display than this one does. So that just seems kind of like lazy programming to me. But anyway, so that drove me up a wall for a couple of days, and then I found this and was like, well, what the hell can possibly go wrong? I might as well, since I like to have the textbook displays. Found this for about $30, which is cheaper than the 991 ES Plus C is, and for whatever reason, this is still on. So that was one of the other reasons why I went ahead and got it. As you can see, let's take a look at what it boasts on the side here. Advanced 4-line display with engineering, higher level math, and science functionality. That's what this is meant for, really. It's not really meant for just general use, but what the hell, I can use it for higher level stuff anyway. And that's just the same thing in a bunch of other languages. Solar and battery, like just about every other calculator made. And the solar panel actually looks kind of weird on this one. See, that's what it looks like on the 991 MS. And that's what it looks like on the 991 ES Plus C. But it's like a matte finish on this TI-36X. So that's kind of interesting. 4-line display, of course. And on the back, we can see what it will look like, which is actually pretty darn good. Wow, I didn't think it could do 2 different calculations. That's weird. So I don't know what that feature is all about, but anyway. Advanced math capabilities. Math print displays expressions, symbols, and fractions just as they appear in textbooks, which is basically the same thing that these displays do, which is the natural-VPAM. That refers to the display. It's a natural display. That's what Casio calls it, and TI obviously calls it math print. 4 display lines versus 2 on the TI-30X2S. Math print, which the other one doesn't have. 1 to 2 variable statistics, which it does have. It doesn't have step-by-step fraction simplification, which is okay because I never use that feature. Fraction to decimal conversion, which they all have. Trig, log, and exponents, which they all have. I would hope that they all have that, because they're all supposed to be scientific calculators. Complex numbers, which this one supports. And type of power, which all of them support, except for the TI-30XA, which doesn't support solar power. Includes calculator and slide case. 1-year warranty, made in China, copyright 2012. So it seems like this is actually a relatively recent product. Manufactured for TI in Dallas, Texas, although it was made in China. Questions, education.ti.com/support or 1-800-TI-CARES. I only just noticed that right now. Product registration is obviously at their website, and we've got a barcode. So let me open this, because I don't happen to have my tripod mount on hand. I'm going to open it off camera, and we're going to take a look at what it actually feels like. Well, as you can see, TI helpfully offers you a little serrated end to cut this open with. But that comes with a drawback, and that is the fact that I accidentally cut through the user's manual trying to open it. Oops. Fortunately, actually, wait a minute, are these the same manual? I guess not. No, that's the French one. So I got through the English manual. God damn it. I might need that. Well, I guess it's offered in 4 different languages, so this should be French and maybe Spanish as well, or this is English and Spanish, and this is French and whatever the other language is. I didn't take a look at it. Already I see one thing I don't like, and that is the glossy sides. I don't know if my dislike for those are justified or not, but we'll see. But as you can see, I've actually already managed to get fingerprints all over them. If we open it up here, and I'm going to do that, it's difficult to open. It's not like the ones that have got the slide cases either. Okay. Yeah, just as I suspected, the English one is already in there, but as you can see, there's a little helpful little thing right there. Linear regression, tables, solvers. Turn an equation to solve. Polynomial solver. Expression evaluator. Constants and conversions. Yay, I like that. Enclose negative numbers in parentheses. That's important. And if you take any math courses, you'll know why. This is actually the warranty information. I don't know why they included that in, put that in this, but okay. I'll buy that. So there you go. So far, I'm liking it. The only other question... Oh yeah, this does support gradients, I think. It should. Yep, it does support gradients. And that's how you change it into second mode. Are these actual? No, I don't think they are. It's got silver buttons if you didn't already notice that, but I mean, they could have just as easily just been normal gray or some other color buttons, because there's nothing really fancy about them. I don't know what this is supposed to do. I guess the quit button gets out of that. Yeah, you can't really do much. Oh, okay, I guess you can do much. Wants to prove me a liar. Oh yeah, that's one thing that I actually got asked on the, I think it was either the MS plus ES plus, the MS and the video that I did on the MS, I don't think it was this one, but the MS and the ES plus C. Can I use this on the exam? That was the exact question quoted. The only reason why I remember that is because I've remembered that question in my mind. I've just never answered it. I can't answer it now because it was done before the Google Plus changeover. But anyway, I don't remember your username, but if you're watching this video, whether or not it actually can be used on the exam, and I'm assuming that you're meaning a university or college exam, I don't know. You'd have to ask your professor or whoever happens to be the overseeing body, the teacher, the teaching assistant, or your professor or whatever. In high school, however, I have used the ES plus C, I've used the 300 ES, and I've used the 85 ES that I got on tests before. I had no problems. Nobody ever really cares. And a lot of people actually have these TI-36X Pros as well, which is another reason why I bought this, because I wanted to try it out and see what all the hubbub was about, because a lot of people like it. The other thing that I think might be useful is a poly solver. Take a look at the comparison between the two, well, compare the two keypads. That's what they look like. That is quite a bit different. Instead of being second function, like it is on the TI, it's shift. And I don't think this has an alphanumeric button. It's just got a shift button. And you could put in A. Whoops. Yes, you can put in an A. But anyway, and the other buttons are quite a bit different. This doesn't have all of the advanced features that this one has, and this one doesn't have all of the advanced features that this one has. There's a little bit of difference between the two. But it'll be interesting to see how well the TI-36X Pro works. Already, it is feeling quite a bit less cheap than the TI-30X2S was. I'll bring home the FX300ES, and I'll also bring home the other one, the TI-30X2S, and we'll take a look at them. I want to bring this one into school anyway, and I want to use that one. at school because I like it more than the other one. Because this one actually has a replay button on it that doesn't stick a lot of the time. Anyway, now I'm getting ahead of myself. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then, and like most modern calculators that are scientific, this one has got the off key as a second function. I don't understand it either. Please leave your comments below if you have them.